Elizabeth Hyman, cancer survivor.
My name is Elizabeth Hyman, and I'm an 18-month cancer survivor. My best friend, Elizabeth Atkinson, had been diagnosed with breast cancer, and I was sitting at the hospital with her husband, Gray. He said, "You are up on your mammogram, aren't you?" And I said, "Well, I am." Just a couple months late. He said, "Well, promise me you'll go get it done." I really wasn't scared. I'm not going to have cancer at the same time as my best friend. My doctor called me on February the 11th on the phone, and she said, "Elizabeth, it is cancer." For about 10 days, I was scared it was everywhere or coming from somewhere. But we did finally find it through an MRI. So I knew I had a road ahead of me of chemotherapy and radiation. I worked on the oncology floor at McLeod for about 10 years as a social worker. I just felt inevitably, I'm going to have cancer one day. The one thing that I always took away every day at work, when I would go in, I would see patients who always had a good attitude, to me, seemed to did so well with their journey. So I was determined that I was going to hit this head on, and no negative attitude, and everything to be positive, and just know that I was going to fight this, and, I didn't have a choice. I have such an amazing family. I mean, within 10 minutes, I had a room full of people here with me. I know it's kind of crazy, but it was just comforting to know that I had these people with me to get me through it. There was not one negative thing I could say, from the doctors to the nurse. Every place I have been, every test I have had run, every person I have dealt with has been so compassionate and kind and caring, like I was, their friend or family member. That beautiful cancer center is amazing. I feel really blessed that I live in Florence, and that I live about 5 minutes from the most fabulous hospital and cancer facility. There were people when I went through radiation who were driving 90 miles a day, and I just really feel great to live somewhere so close to somewhere so extraordinary. Cancer is a bad thing, but I think good comes out of everything. I have a chalkboard in my kitchen, and I wrote some little things, Philippians 4:13, "This too shall pass." And I left it up there, and I said I would leave it there until I was finished with everything. And I'm not quite finished with my reconstruction yet, but I don't think your journey ever ends.